Hey, Barbara. Just friends, lovers no more. Just friends, but not like before. To think what we have been and not to kiss again seems like pretending it isn't the ending. Two friends drifting apart, two friends but one broken heart. We loved, we laughed, we cried. Suddenly love died, the story ends, and we're just friends. Doo-ba-doo-doo-bum, doo-doo-doo, dum 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 dum. Doop doo dee dum da dee da ba dee dum deep da 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 dum dum ba da 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 ba da dum ya ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da dum. Two friends drifting apart, two friends but one broken heart. We loved, we laughed, we cried. Suddenly love died, the story ends, and we're just friends. The story ends, and we're just friends. So that was my soundtrack. Sound check. Barbara, how is it sounding? All right, Shabbat Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Florida. Yes, welcome to Florida. How about this song? Haven't done this in a while. Let me try this. I don't like that key. Never mind. See from the tambourine, the spare fedora, crayons, and green, but that you are still very wise. Sound is lovely. Okay, thank you. All right. Well, that's great. I'm going to do a song for you that I think is very sweet. Once in love with Amy, always in love with Amy, ever and ever fascinated by her, set your soul on fire to stay. Once you're kissed by Amy, tear up your list, it's Amy. Ply her with bonbons, poetry and flowers, moon a million hours away. You might be quite the fickle-hearted rover, so carefree and bold, who loves a girl and later thinks it over and just quits cold. Oh, but once you're in love with Amy, always in love with Amy, ever and ever sweetly you'll romance her. But the trouble is the answer will be that Amy'd rather stay in love with me. Shoo-doo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo, up-da-dee-dum-da-dum, dum-dum-dum-dum-dum, da-da-da-da-da-da-dum-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum, doo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo-doo, doo-doo-dee-doo-doo-doo, might be quite the fickle-hearted rover, so carefree and bold, who loves a girl and later thinks it over and just quits cold. Oh, but once you're in love with Amy, you're always in love with Amy. Ever and ever, sweetly you'll romance her. Trouble is the answer will be that Amy'd rather stay in love with me. Amy Subauer's a warm 70. Yes, it is. About 70. Yeah, it was like 73, 74 today. Beautiful, beautiful day. I have to move the mic with me when I talk. Shabbat Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Rabbi Rose is here, and Sue, and Tolat, and Tucson Jim, and Barbara, of course. All right, I've got more songs for you. I'm so excited to sing. You know, I have to tell you, the open mic jazz thing down here is not happening. It's not. I am a little bit sad about that. All right. How about this? How about this? I haven't done this lately. Skylark, have you anything to say to me? Won't you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow in the mist where someone's waiting to be kissed? Skylark, have you seen a valley green with spring, where my heart can go a-journeying over the shadows and the rain to a blossom-colored lane? And in your lovely flight, haven't you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music, faint as a will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy serenading the moon. Skylark, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, lead me there. Oh, do 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 do. Ah, be dee dee da, dee 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 da, dee 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 boo bee do. Do 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 do. Do dee do dee do be do dee dee dee. Dee be dee be ba da ba dee be dee. Dee do be do be do. And in your lovely flight, haven't you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music, faint as a will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy serenading the moon. Skylark, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, lead me there. Skylark. Okay, who else is here? A couple of other Ustreamers. Lillian and Isaac, are you here? I wish you could chat with me. All right. How are we doing? We're doing good. So Rabbi Rose, how's everything? How's Gary doing? I wish I could do that. It's this song. No, I can't do it. Okay. Let's do a little thing from Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. gotta give a little, take a little, let your poor heart break a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. You gotta laugh a little, cry a little, before the clouds roll by a little. That's the story of the glory of love. As long as there's the two of us, we got the world and all its charms. And when the world is through with us, we've got each other's arms. You gotta win a little, lose a little, and always have the blues a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. As long as there's the two of us, we've got the world and all its charms. And when the world is through with us, we've got each other's arms. You've gotta win a little, lose a little, and always have the blues a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. That's the glory of love. Oh yeah. Shabbat Shalom temps in the mid-20s. Michal, my love, how are you? How are you? I miss you. 20s. Yeah. You know, I don't know. I'm having a real conflict because the weather. I mean, I sat outside today with the dogs and you know, in a just a light shirt and short pants, and I was writing music and preparing for tonight, and the weather is great, but the music isn't here. Wow, it's a song title. The weather is great, but the music isn't here. Oh my goodness. Wow, somebody remind me I said that. The weather is great, but the music isn't here. That's a song. I'm going to write that. I'm totally going to write that. Shabbat Shalom, Barbara, again, and of course, and Michal. Great. All right, another tune. The weather is good, but the music isn't here. The weather is great, but the music, I don't know, it should be good or great. I'm not sure. Let me know your thoughts. How about this one? Little 1950s thing. I love you, there's nothing to hide. It's better than burning inside. I love you, no use to pretend. There, I've said it again. I have said it. What more can I say? Believe me, there's no other way. I love you. I will to the end. There, I've said it again. I've tried to drum up a phrase that would sum up all I feel for you. But what good are phrases? The thought that amazes is you love me, and it's heavenly. Forgive me for wanting you so. But one thing I want you to know, I've loved you since heaven knows when. There, I've said it again. Shoo-doo-be-doo, shoo-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-dee, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-dee-yum, dwee-da, dwee-ba-doo-ba-doo-be-doo-bum, doo-doo-be-doo-ba-doo-dum. I've tried to drum up a phrase that would sum up all I feel for you. But what good are phrases? The thought that amazes is you love me, and it's heavenly. Forgive me for wanting you so. But one thing I want you to know, I've loved you since heaven knows when. There, I've said it again. Oh yeah, there, I've said it again. I have. Hey, Jackie. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. It's a relief and happiness to see you and listen to you, rabbis. Thank you, Michal. Thank you, Michal. Well, there's a bunch of us here. We have 10 minutes to our service. That means I have time for, yeah, great. All right, thank you, Barbara. Barbara, yeah, I'm thinking of that too. Good. I'm going to do that. Ooh, I wish I could do this song. Let me try it. I'm going to try it. There's a bunch of pages, so I have to turn it. Whoops. One day we walked along the sand, one day in early spring. You held a piper in your hand to mend its broken wing. Now I'll remember many a day and many a lonely smile, the echo of a piper's song, the shadow of a smile, the shadow of your smile when you are gone, will color all my dreams and light the dawn. Look into my eyes, my love, and see all the lovely things you are to me. Our wistful little star was far too high. A teardrop kissed your lips, and so did I. now, when I remember spring, all the joy that love can bring, I will be remembering the shadow of your smile. Ba-do, ba-do, dee, doo. She-do, ba-dum. Ba-do, ba-do, dee, doo, be-doo. Boo-doo, bop-dum. Dee-da-be-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Dwee-da-da-ba-doo, ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Da-dum. Dwee-dop-dee-da-doo-dee-da. Da-doo-be-da-ba-doo-doo-doo. Our wistful little star was far too high. A teardrop kissed your lips, and so did I. And now, when I remember spring, all the joy that love can bring, I will be remembering the shadow of your smile. Wow, what a great song. Shabbat Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan is here, and of course Tucson Jim, and all of you streamers, and Jackie, and Sydney and Steve. Sydney and Steve. Sydney and Steve, I'm wearing the brown hat I used for the photo. I thought the brown and the blue would totally clash and make this extraordinary. And then with the black and the pink and the, I don't know. There you go. Shabbat Shalom. I got time for one more, one quick one. One quick one. All right. How about this one? Ooh. No. By the time I pick it, I won't be able to do it. Oh, in honor of I wonder if these chords are right. In honor of Glenn Campbell, who can't sing his own song in the, I think in the Oscars. I am a lineman for the, whoops, wrong key. I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you a-singing in the wires, I can hear you through the wine, and the Wichita lineman is still on the line. I know I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. If it snows, that stretch down south will never stand the strain. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. All right, Shabbat Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to put on my ukulele, transition into Shabbat. Just give me 1 second. Hi, Anthony. Great to see you. Ukulele on. Put my headphones back on because that's the only way to fly. No, I can't do it that way, can I? Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Yes. Yes, I remember that too. I remember the Smothers Brothers, and I remember Glenn Campbell. That's how he got his own show, I think, off of the Smothers Brothers. I think, because then he had his own show. Anthony, I'm just tuning up. This is for you. A little sharp. Okay, that'll do it. All right, Shabbat Shalom. Everybody's here. It's great. Okay, now I'm going to switch to this. There you go. Now it's official. Notice I took a large credit there, Rabbi Stephen Bland. I want to make that smaller. I'm sorry. All right. Bim, bam. Let me get to it. Bim, bam, bim, bam. Bim, 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 bam. Where is it? All right, I'm going to have to do that. Obviously, I didn't include it in this service. Doesn't matter. Bim, bam, oh, bim, 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 bam. Hi, Janet. Bim, 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Dum 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 bum 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 bum. Hine matu manai shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matu manai shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov manai shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov Umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Rabbi Ori is here. Shabbat Shalom, and Sue and Faith, the carpenters in Texas, and I have returned home. Shabbat Shalom. Where have you returned home from? Where have you returned home from? And Anthony and all of you here, Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining me. And Lone Star Ann, and Barbara and Tucson Jim. Rabbi Robbie. Yeah. Shabbat Shalom, Jad Jones. All right, so we're going to continue with lighting the Shabbat candles. We got to get down to it, ladies and gentlemen, because tonight we're having a Tu B'Shvat Seder, and we're reading from the Torah in the reverse order. So we have to move. We have to move. All right? So let's light the Shabbat candles. Put that in front of you right now. There we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu v'mitzvotav v'tzivanu Lehadlikne shel Shabbat Lehadlikne shel Shabbat Lehadlikne shel Shabbat Lehadlikne shel Shabbat. Praise are you, Adonai, Lord of the universe, who has commanded us to kindle the Shabbat lights. Shabbat Shalom. Did you light the lights? Excellent. Let's sing Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharit, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachi, HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Seidchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Yeah. Bless us with peace, angels of the Most High, the Supreme Kadosh, Baruch Hu. Well, I've got to tell you, this piano, I'm hearing everything in my headphones because the way that it's hooked up. This is a $150 Yamaha piano, and it sounds like a $200 Yamaha piano. Anyway, Shabbat Shalom to Jeff and Ariel, and of course, I have returned home. And J.D. Cole in Maryland, and Jeff Cures, and Joseph Aronofsky, and the Kosher Biker. Let's not forget the Kosher Biker. The Mackenzie family, Rabbi Deborah. Of course, my dear friend Michal in Germany, Rabbi Ori, and Anthony, Rabbi Robbie, Robert Hadley. Wow, look at all of you. This is great. What a wonderful, this is beautiful. I'm so glad you're all here. Beautiful. All right. So let's sing Yismachu Hashamayim. As I explained, we have to get through our service fairly quickly. Yismachu hashamayim, Yismachu hashamayim, Yismachu hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yismachu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismachu hashamayim, Yismachu hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yiramayam, 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 Umelo. Yiramayam, 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 Umelo. Yismachu hashamayim, Yismachu hashamayim, Yismachu hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Let the heavens rejoice, and let the earth be glad, and let the sea roar, and all that's in it. Let the plain exult, and all that's in it. For Adonai comes to judge the earth, judge the world in righteousness. All right, Shabbat Shalom. Those of you who just joined us, wonderful to have you here. It's time to sing Lecha Dodi. And as we're welcoming the Shekhinah, the feminine aspect of Adonai, you're going to welcome each other right now. As I sing, let's sing Lecha Dodi and type in Shabbat Shalom at the same time. All right? Here we go. Here's Lecha Dodi. Putting it, whoops, wrong one. Sorry. Here we go. Yeah, that's the right key. Lecha Dodi, Ligrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nikavela. 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 Shmor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Yishmi'anu el ha'meyuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shem u'letiferet v'lirhila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Boi v'shalom ateret v'ala, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. All right, you type in Shabbat Shalom. I'm seeing it, Shabbat Shalom. This is great. I love it. Good old Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to all of you. Shabbat Shalom. All right, let's do the Baruch Hu now together. The Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Avayeh. Praised be the Lord, to whom our praise is due. Praise be the Lord, to whom our praise is due, now and forever. And now we will continue with the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Hear, O Israel, hear, O humankind, the Lord is God. The Lord is one. Join with me in the English, ladies and gentlemen. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai, your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai, your God, Adonai Elohechem, Emet. I'm the Lord your God, who is truth. We're going to sing a little Micha Mocha. This is actually in our Torah reading this week in Parashat B'Shalach. After all, this Torah portion speaks about the children, the Bnei Yisrael, crossing the Red Sea or the Sea of Reeds, depending on your disposition and what your background is. And when the in the Az Yashir that we're going to do tonight, because this is also Shabbat Shirah, the Sabbath of song, because of the joy of crossing the sea. So we sing this, and look at the translation. Who is like you, Adonai, among the mighty? Who is like you, glorious in holiness, revered in praises, doing wonders? Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar v'kodesh, lo ra tehillah oseh v'lei, alai 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 I told you the story, I know I have before, that this melody that we're singing it's very joyful. But we have in the tradition, Mi chamocha b'helim Adonai, and that's traditional to do that on Saturday morning. So one of the rabbis I studied with would say, do you think the Bnei Yisrael, that they would, when they were in the middle, that they didn't start kvetching till they got over to the other side of the water? Do you think while they're going through that, they're going to say Mi chamo? No, they're going to lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 la 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 lie, 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 la 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 lie, 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 la 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 lie, 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 lie. All right, Michamocha. Now we sing Vishamru. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et Shabbat, la'asur et Shabbat, ledoratam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, od hi le'olam, ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz, uvayom hashvi Shabbat, vayinafash Shabbat, vayinafash. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et Shabbat, la'asot et Shabbat, ledoratam berit olam. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbav, v'yolma divrach chirutei, v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayichon v'yomechon, uv'chayid chol beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uv'izman karib, v'yimaru amein. Yehi shemei Rabba mevorach, le'olam ulol me'olmai, yitbarach, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnasei, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal, shemei dekutcha b'richu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'olma v'imaru amen. Those of you who can rise, please do, as we continue with the Amida. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanura El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומחיי אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים. Now we'll have a silent prayer. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. ואמרו amen. May the maker of peace in high places bring peace to us, to Israel, to all the people throughout the world. And we join together for a big and a loud and a rousing amen. Kavanah, yes, Kavanah. It's time for the Torah service. Yes, so I would like to invite Rabbi Rose up here, and Rabbi Ori, and Rabbi Mackenzie, and Rabbi Anthony. All the rabbis, come on up. And by the way, let's not just be limited to the rabbis. Everybody come up. Thank you. Come up to the bima. Thank you very much. All right, all the rabbis, please open the ark. Very good. Let's join together. Vayehi min soah ha'aron, vayomer Moshe, kuma Adonai, ve'afutzu oivecha, ve'anusu misanecha, mipanecha, ki mitzion Tetzei Torah, ki mitzion tetzei Torah, u'devar Adonai mi Yerushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, le'amo Yisrael v'hikdushato. Okay, the ark is open. The ark is open. All right, I would like, let me see. My dear friend Jackie, it's her mom's yortzeit, and she's going to hold the Torah tonight. Jackie, it's you, okay? Please take the Torah. All right, very good. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Gadlu Adonai iti, Uneno Mima Shemo Yachdav. All right, Jackie, you're leading the procession, and everybody's following you, and we're all singing, and everybody's hugging you and kissing you in the Torah, and everybody that's going through on the processional. And there's 2 million people here tonight. Unbelievable. What a night. Torah, 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 Torah. They're all here for the Tu B'Shvat Seder. Torah tziva lanu Moshe. Hey, Torah, 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 Torah tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Torah tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Torah tziva lanu Moshe. Great, we're back up on the bima. Excellent. You did, Jackie, you've done well. I know it's heavy. Put it down. Very good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, everybody gather around the Sefer Torah. Excellent. There it is. Oh, wait, let's do the Torah blessing first. Excuse me. I'm getting good at this. I don't think I need a producer anymore. Baruch hu et Adonai hamavorach. Hi, Daniel. Baruch Adonai hamavorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai notein ha'torah. Very good. All right, so tonight we're reading from the Torah portion of the Shalach, and this is literally what it looks like in the Torah. Isn't it amazing? Look at that. Now, why do you think it's spread out that way? You know, notice all the space between the words. I'm glad you asked. I have an answer for you. Look at this. It's in the form of a poem, and it's one of only two times in the Sefer Torah that style that's written that way. Okay, and the layout is similar to bricks in a wall. The alternating words are supposed to represent the two walls of the split sea, with Israel walking down the middle. All right? So look at it again and try and envision the Bnei Yisrael, the children of Israel, walking to freedom through this corridor right there. All right? Very good. All right, so now we're going to continue, if I can just get there. Yes. So I wanted to show you also that there is a special chant that we use tonight for Shabbat Shira, for tomorrow, and this is boy, I wish I could see that. I wish I could. Oh my goodness, it's so small. Da 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 da. That's the melody, and it's notated. That's how we remember the tradition. Of course, we're losing it, but this is the way it's supposed to sound in Ashkenazi synagogues. Da 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 da. Then the next page. Da 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 da. So that would be the melody, and this is a Sephardic melody. I'll give it to you in a minute. We're going to sing it that way. But let me wait a minute. Up. Come on, I don't want to show you that stuff yet. But here we go. So. Ahaz Yashir Moshe B'nei Yisrael Et Ashir Azod L'Adonai Vayamru. No. Ahaz Yashir Moshe B'nei Yisrael Et Ashir Azod L'Adonai. That's the way it would be chanted. Vayamru Lemor. So that would be the first one, right? Ahashira Ladonai ki ga'aga'a sus v'rachavod amahavayam. And then the community would repeat that. Ahazi v'zimra yavayahi li lishua zeli ve'an ve'hu. And that's the way, when it comes to that part in a synagogue, that it would be done. And the community would then repeat each phrase after the Baal Koreh, the Torah reader. All right? But we are going to, we're going to sing. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to show you this. And in that poem, whoops, there we go. In that poem later down, let me go back and show you. Forgive me. There it is. I do need a producer. Yeah, down here, this is Micham, if I can see it, I believe here, Micha Mocha Ba'elim Adonai, Mika Mocha Nedur Ba'Kodesh. That song that we sang earlier about the not kvetching and going through, that's where it occurs in the Torah reading, right there. All right? And so we're gonna chant that together. Micha Mocha Ba'elim Adonai, Mika Mocha Nedur Ba'Kodesh, Narati Hilod, Osefele. And now, we're going to sing, there's a Sephardic melody also, and it goes like, it's the Shira. Az Yoshima, Az Yoshimoshe Uvene Yisrael, and Ashira Azot, la da 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 da. That's the melody that they do, that's become popular in BJ, B'nai Jeshurun, which is the synagogue down the road from me. So let's sing the Az Yashir to that melody. I'm going to put it back on for you. Ready? Az Yoshir Moshe Uvnei Yisrael Et Hashira Hazot Vayom Ladonai Vayomru Leimor Ashi La Ladonai Ki Ga'aga Sus V'roch V'oram Avayam Yai Dai 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 Dai. So there are communities that use that melody in their morning davening, and the more intrepid communities might choose to use that even for the Torah reading. All right, so I don't think we did the Torah blessing. Let's do it together, and then we'll do the blessing afterwards because we've just read it. My mistake. Baruch hu et Adonai hamavorach. Baruch Adonai hamavorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. Venatan lanu et Torato. Baruch ata Adonai noten ha'torah. And just to be quasi-kosher, Az Yashir Moshe V'nei Yisrael Et Shira Azot L'Adonai Vayomru Lemor. Great. Now let's do the blessing after the Torah reading. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torat Emet V'Chaye Olam Nata B'Tochenu. Baruch Ata Adonai Notein HaTorah. Excellent, ladies and gentlemen. You did good. So now it's time for our Tu B'Shvat Seder. So I'm going to put it up here for you. Oh, wait! Before I do that, I'm sorry. There's so much I wanted to do tonight. I'm a little ungespotten or something. Watch this. Very good. There are many myths about crossing the Red Sea, and they're in the form of midrashim, rabbinic stories. And I just wanted to share with you a couple of my favorites. One of the myths, one of the midrashim rather, about crossing the Sea of Reeds or the Red Sea, was that the waters would refuse to part. They weren't going to part for Moses; they were waiting for God. In fact, there's a dialogue. What are you waiting for to the waters? And I think Moses is talking to the water, and the water said, "Excuse me, we're waiting for God. We're not parting for you." Another midrash is the idea that when the children of Israel were crossing the Sea of Reeds, that everything they needed. In other words, imagine you're going through this terrible, this awesome event, and you've got a bunch of kids. There's a lot of children. There are thousands of children. So what would happen was that within the waters there were apples and pomegranates, and maybe a bunch of candy. I don't know, so that the children would be comforted as they went through the crossing. So if you needed something to eat, maybe you needed maybe your potassium was low. Maybe there were bananas. I mean, who knows? And the last midrash that I wanted to share with you, waiting for Charlton Heston. Yes, of course. And the last one was, I thought, particularly poignant and beautiful. And it's the idea that, when the male babies were born in Egypt, there was the time when the Pharaoh decreed that all male children should be killed. So the moms and the dads would place the children in a field. And what would happen was that they would disappear. And what happened, according to this midrash, is when the children of Israel were about to cross the Sea of Reeds, their children appeared, all grown up, as young men. And when they told their parents what happened, they said that they were cared for by some handsome young man. So God, in this midrash, God was anthropomorphic to these young men. To these young men, God was a handsome young man. So beautiful, beautiful traditional midrashim. All right, now we will continue with our Tu B'Shvat Seder. Are you ready? Very good. Here we go, and away we go. Tu B'Shvat. What is Tu B'Shvat? Well, Tu B'Shvat occurs in the Mishnah. I cannot read a word of what is up there. So, but I will tell you what I recall is that there was in the Mishnah, there's a discussion about how there were 4 New Years in the Mishnah, and one of them was the New Year for the trees. All right? You can do more research on your own. Let me continue with the presentation. And the 4 Jewish New Years occurred on the 1st of Nisan, which, of course, would be the time for ordering the Jewish holidays, not of course. And then the next one would be, yes, of course, that was, of course, Pesach. That was the first Jewish New Year. The next was the 1st of Elul, and that would occur in the summer, in August, and that was a time to collect taxes. So that was a new year, but it was a sad new year. The 3rd New Year was, of course, Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah. And that's something that we're all familiar with. And the 4th Jewish New Year was Tu B'Shvat, the 15th day of Shabbat. Tet, Vav, 9 and 6. 2, when the way it's spelled. And Tu B'Shvat is considered the Jewish Arbor Day, the Jewish Day of Trees. And it took until the 17th century that the Kabbalists, they were very cool, they were very esoteric, they were very, for lack of a better word, spiritual. And they came up with the idea, hey, let's get together, we'll drink a little wine, and we'll really celebrate Tu B'Shvat. And so they did. And they created Tu B'Shvat, and the first recorded Seder appears in the Sefer, the booklet, Peri Eitz Hadar. And in this book, they described, they presented Kabbalistic descriptions of what should occur during the Seder. Apparently it dates, I think I'm seeing the date of 1728. So, why do we eat so much fruit on this holiday? It's a rhetorical question because I'm going to answer it right now. We eat all of this fruit to celebrate the 7 species of Israel. Ki Adonai Elohecha meviacha et eretz tova. For the Lord your God is bringing you into a good land, and a God land, according to that text, a land with streams and springs and fountains issuing from plain and hill, a land of wheat and barley, wheat, barley, wines, figs, and pomegranates, a land of olive trees and honey. So, since we no longer make temple sacrifices, we're going to serve Adonai by making blessings over many different fruits. And on Tu B'Shvat, we celebrate the trees that sustain us physically and spiritually. If you ever go to Eretz Yisrael, there are millions of trees that have been planted. That's a function of a Jewish organization. Forget the name of it. But we used to make donations, you still make donations, for them to plant trees all over Israel. And when you go there, sometimes you just see little mini forests of trees they've planted. And that's your hard-earned tax dollars at work, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so why 4? Well, there are 4 questions. There are 4 species. 4 questions in the Passover Seder. There are 4 species for the lulav and the etrog and the myrtle and the hadass. And there are 4 moon phases. There are 4 seasons, and there are, according to the Kabbalists, 4 worlds. 4 worlds of Tu B'Shvat. The worlds are Atzilut, Beriah, Yetzirah, and Asiya. And we are now about to officially start our Tu B'Shvat Seder. Everybody get your stuff ready, okay? So you're going to get your almonds or your pomegranates. Very good. All right. So with this, in this world, we're going to take action. We're going to bring change. We're going to get past obstacles of boards of directors, all kinds of boards of directors for synagogues, for cooperatives, for condo associations. Let's get past the obstacles and get something done, ladies and gentlemen. So now I'd like you to find your fruits with nuts and shells. Get some almonds or pomegranates. Join with me and say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri ha'etz. And now eat an almond. You're going to have to eat it. I have to eat it symbolically because I do not have any. However, what I do have is I have juice. I have juices. I'm going to try very hard not to spill them on my computer. So wish me luck. So first, we go with this, the apple juice. You getting some? Here we go, a little apple juice. All right. Ready? With me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Blessed are you, Lord our God, ruler of the universe, who created the fruit of the vine. Ready? All right. Ooh, that's so sweet. And now, in honor of Tu B'Shvat, one of the components is honoring our environment, respecting our environment. So I'm going to sing for you little environmental songs as we go. Oh my gosh, I can't even see that. Oh my gosh. Who better? Whose song would be better than the cat? Well, I think it's fine building jumbo planes, taking a ride on a cosmic train. Switch on the summer from the slot machine. Get what you want if you want it, 'cause you can get anything. I know we've come a long way. We're changing day to day. Tell me, where do the children play? Hey, oh, 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 oh. You get it. You know where I'm going with this, right? The cat was talking in 1972. He was writing about, even then, writing about how we were destroying our planet with all of the with everything, all the things we were doing, and even hey, guess what? There's a report that like 48% of Americans believe that the environment is indeed being damaged, that we are doing it. Wow! Now that is progress, ladies and gentlemen. World number 2. We're going to move on to Yetzirah. Now, Yetzirah, we're going to turn towards inner spiritual development. So in order to do that, you're going to please eat something with a pit in it. So if you have a cherry, that would be great. Blueberries don't count. All right? So let's do that. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri ha'etz. All right, very good. Now I'm going to drink white with a little red. So let me get my white. You ready? Here's my white. I'm going to titrate in front of you, if I can find the camera. Wow, this is challenging. Now I have here a cherry juice. There we go. Wow, check that out. Check that out, ladies and gentlemen. Ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. It's getting better. Wow, that's tart cherry juice. Very good. I kind of like it. All right, are you all eating your fruit and your almonds and everything? Terrific. Now we're going, oh, here we go. Who asked me for this? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot, do-a-do-up-dup-dup, with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Hey, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot, ooh-up-dup-dup-dup, ooh-up-dup-dup. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum, and they charged the people $25 just to see them. Hey, don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you got till it's gone. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot, ooh, up, 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 ooh, up, up, up. Hey, farmer, farmer, put away that DDT now. Give me spots on my apples, but leave me the birds and the bees. Please, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot, ooh, up, 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 up. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot, ooh, up, 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 up. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Ha ha ha. Yeah, now that's a Joni Mitchell cover, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so that now we're up to 3. We're up to the third world. The third world is talking about creation. And fruits, you're going to eat a fruit that's entirely edible, like a raisin, a blueberry, a grape without seeds, an apple or a pear, all right? And we can deepen our relationships with the world and with the earth if only we would accept the fact that we are killing everything. That would be a simple feat to accomplish for some of us. For others, perhaps not. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So let us do the blessing over raisins, apples, grapes, apples, pears, or whatever. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari ha'etz. And eat. Go ahead, eat. Thank you very much. And now we're going to continue with the blessing over half red, half white grape juice. So I'm going to put a little bit more of tart cherry juice. There we go. You ready? Now it looks, oh no, it's not enough. Let me get you. All right, that's about right. Titrating live. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari adama. Wait a minute, that's not right. Borei pari agafen. Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, now I have to do a little bit of a John Denver song, but I must accelerate our presentation because we are running out of time. You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. God bless you, John Denver. I hope you're happy. I hope things are going your way in the third or fourth world, wherever you are. God bless you for beautiful songs. Atzilut, the last world is the world that's nearest to God. All things are part of the one. This would be the metaphor for Jewish universalism. We're all connected. We are all one, the nearest to God. So in honor of that, we're going to drink all red wine. Whoop, whoa, whoa. Almost broke the other one, ladies and gentlemen. That would be very bad. Ready? Here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari hagafen. Okay. All right, and now, so we've concluded that part of the Seder, and now we have a moral, a lesson. Choni, the righteous man, was journeying on the road, and he saw a man planting a carob tree. He asked him, "How long does it take for the tree to bear fruit?" "Well, about 70 years," answered the man. "Well, I plant for my daughters and my sons, granddaughters, and grandsons." Choni sat down to have a meal, and sleep overcame him. As he slept, a rocky formation enclosed him, which hid him from sight, and he continued to sleep for 70 years. When he awoke, he had a very long beard, and he saw a man gathering the fruit of the carob tree, and he asked him, "Are you the man who planted the tree?" The man replied, "I am his grandson." Thereupon Choni exclaimed, "It is clear that I slept for 70 years. To what extent are our environmental problems due to disregard for future generations? Are we all asleep, ladies and gentlemen? How can we transform our consciousness to overcome this problem? Well, just being a little bit smarter and accepting that we are hurting ourselves and our future generations. That would go a long way towards healing the planet. So, without further ado, and now we have, I'm going to do, let's see. Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be now. Where did all the blue skies go? Poison in the wind and the blows from the northern sea and mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be now. We've screwed up everything. Time to fix it before we're all dead of all kinds of terrible things. God bless you, Marvin Gaye. We miss you. You also an amazing talent. You wrote some beautiful. You were all a visionary. And now we conclude with this moment of reflection. Join with me. Read with me. Master of the universe, grant me the ability to be alone. May it be my custom to go outdoors each day, among the trees and the grass, among all growing things, and there may I be alone, to enter into prayer, to talk with the one to whom I belong. May I express there everything in my heart, and may all the foliage of the field, all grasses, trees, and plants, awake at my coming, to send the powers of their life into the words of prayer, so that my prayer and speech are made whole through the life and spirit of all growing things, which are made as one by their transcendent source. May I then pour out the words of my heart before your presence like water, O Lord, and lift up my hands to you in worship on my behalf and on the behalf of my children. And we join together and we say Amen. We thank Rav Nachman of Bratslav, who this is totally translated probably wrong. Oh, here are things you can do. All these things that you can do, but you don't need to know that. You know what needs to be done. And it's just little baby steps. Do little things, and it'll accomplish great work. Little things will accomplish great work. Right? You take out your dogs, use plastic bags. I use one bag for 2 poops. I don't know. I think it helps. It's better than using 2 or 3 or 4. Yes? Do little things. All right. God bless you. And now we're going to conclude our service. That's the conclusion of our Tu B'Shvat Seder. And now we're going to move to this. We're going to do Misha Berach for those who are ill, and then we're going to do Mourner's Kaddish. Join with me. Misha Berach Avotenu, Makor HaBracha L'Imotenu. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. And let us say, Amen. Type in the names of those you'd like me to acknowledge. I'm going to open my list while you're doing that. All right. So type in the names of those who are ill, and I will also, here we go. So I want to mention Avram ben Chana V'chaim, Albert Bunick, Mabel Anise, Paula's son Larry, Rabbi Leslie Morgan, Rabbi Mark Gitman, Heidi Ackerman Rosenbach, Bambi Fass, and our friend Anthony. Anyone else? Okay, Lois Dar, Faith, wow, there's a lot that's going. Binyamin Moshe, Mabel Anise, Chaim, Emily Grodberg, Faith, Sarah, Pat, Kay, Louise, David Chaim, Ben Bela, Lois Dar, Lois Fields, Ann Moser, Sarah Rose, and Linda Griff, our Wounded Warriors, our IDF Warriors, Amanda, Sherry, Dolly Mish, Steve, Willie Ola, Sarah, Austin Cohen, Tony, Bill Fox, Steve Davis, Raul, Teresa, Luis, Rosa, Pedro, Ruka, Pedro, Tereshina, Doreen Braun, Mabel Sanders, Philip, Annalise, Sharon, Shawnice, Lee, Santiago Martinez, Corinne Meyer, Jack Letty, Judy Townsend, Madeline Spellman. Anyone else? Wow, a lot of sick people, unfortunately. Kiko, Luis, Ciao. Mi shebeirach avotenu mikor habaracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We send our healing energy out to all those people we've just mentioned. And now we're going to do a mourner's Kaddish. Mourner's Kaddish, I'd like to, at this point, I'd like to acknowledge for the Mourners College, Lillian Berlin K. Anyone else who would like to acknowledge anyone, please do type in their names and join with me as we repeat the Mourners Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach yirutei, v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'yizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mavorach li'olam ulolmei olmaya, yitborach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal, Shemei dekud sha berichu, la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechamata, da'amiran ba'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru. Amen. And now we'll send our regards to the family of that Chabad rabbi. I see a young rabbi just passed away. It's very tragic. So let's make Kiddush, and then it's been a request that we do the Birchot Kohanim, and I'm happy to do that. So let's do the make Kiddush together, and then I will bless you with the threefold benediction. So ready? Let's make Kiddush. I'll put it in front of you. Oh, before I do that, just a few announcements. Let's see. So thank you for joining me tonight. It was a great pleasure. I hope you enjoyed the Tu B'Shvat Seder and chanting from Bishalach. This is Shabbat Shira. If you have a chance, go to a synagogue, a local synagogue tomorrow. Service will be long, but it will be wonderful. So you've got that. And don't forget, at Sim Shalom, we have services Monday through Thursday. Those of you who are still here, thank you for staying. I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm going to let you in on something amazing. Our high holiday services this year, I don't think I told you this last week. God willing, this year in September, high holiday services will be held at the Bitter End in New York City. Yes, the Bitter End in New York City. I might have told you, but I'm telling you again because I'm very excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. You might want to get your tickets now because I know we're going to sell out for that one. High Holidays, the Bitter End, New York City. Anything else? Any other announcements? No, we didn't put the Torah scrolls back. Symbolically, we did in our minds because we just don't have the time tonight. But thank you for noticing, Sue Marie. So join with me now, make Kiddush before we conclude. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'yahava v'ratzon inchilanu, zikaron l'maseh b'reishit, ki hu yom tchila l'mikroi kodesh, zecher litziad mitzrayim. Kivanu v'charta v'yotanu kidashta mikol amim, v'shabbat kodshecha b'yahava uv'ratzon inchaltanu, baruch atah Adonai mikadesh haShabbat. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May the Lord cause His countenance to shine upon you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yosem lecha shalom. May the Lord fill your hearts and your lives and with light and joy and love. And no, it's not Mr. Spock. This is the official Kohanic blessing. And we say Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, Shabbat Shalom. I love you all. Thanks for joining me. I will see you, God willing, next week from here, from beautiful Florida. Daniela, great to see you. Shabbat Shalom. I will see you all next week. Shabbat Shalom.